Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're diving into something really interesting. So big shout outs first and foremost to Ground Zero and to my buddy LOUCHE. If you haven't checked out Ground Zero, check out the link in the description. If you haven't checked out LOUCHE, check out the link in the description for providing me this tournament gameplay. Now, this is the Ground Zero League, the community league, and I don't admittedly know everything about it, but I know that they've been running tournaments and doing things with like the OC region, maybe APAC region as well. I'm not exactly sure, but we're taking a look at one of the first tournament games that they've ever done with this league on the Theia Sky Ruins. So we have KRASHYS going up against Ground Zero. I know nothing about how 5 stacks have been playing. I've only watched a little bit of tournament gameplay since the new map came out, and yeah, we're gonna basically be like VOD reviewing, but like mostly just kind of like reacting to this footage. So let's go on ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and skip to the locked in picks. All right, and let's take a look at it. So Ground Zero is going to be on our left hand side. KRASHYS, if that's the name, is going to be on the right hand side. So let's take a look at it. We have Blissey, both teams, okay. Although that the Blissey on the right hand side is really interesting build. We have a Cinder, a Floatstone Serena, some damage like items on Aegislash, and then Mime. I can't quite see the full build because of the overlay, but we have a Mime from LOUCHE on the left hand side. Don's going to be running Sylveon with some stacking. Joe's got Glaceon with a really interesting damage build. It's like crit, wise glasses, muscle man. I like that Glaceon build. It's really awesome. They have the triple EEVEE comp. They're literally running the triple EEVEE comp. I just now realized, with the Espeon and then a Blissey. So I mean, they have like support, they have tank, they have heals, they have triple Eevees. So really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I'm sure there's a reason why LOUCHE sent me this one. So let's just go ahead and take a look at how the Theia Sky Ruins runs. And I don't expect this to be like hardcore meta or anything, but we're going to take a look and see how this particular game plays out. So yeah, let's take a look at it. I'm not going to have any of the comms on because the comms will have the casters from the event. So big shout outs to Nuggy and Kello. Much love to them, my beautiful friends. But yeah, let's take a look at this. So Theia Sky Ruins, like one of the, I want to say this is probably one of the first like tournament gameplays that happened for the map. You know, people obviously were like, you know, scrimming and things of that nature, but let's go ahead and dive into it. So, all right, 10-minute game. We're on with Ground Zero to start. And I wonder, I'm assuming there's a jungle split, right? Maybe not. Maybe there's not. No jungle split. Okay, so 2-1-2 on the Theia Sky Ruins, with one of the Eevees in the jungle. I can't tell which one it is. Well, it's not Sylveon, so it's either Espeon or Glaceon. I'm gonna bet it's Glaceon. Okay. We have stacking Eevee in the bottom. I like that. Just gonna go ahead and, you know, try to give this up or you know, trade it out for a free stack. They're even pushing the bottom right farm. Another stack here. So just a little bit of 2-1-2 stacking against each other. Ooh, he's gonna get a second stack there. Not able to stop that. I like the denial of both the berries. It's like you might as well take it because otherwise the Aegislash is going to get it. Ooh, 3 stacks. Okay, so Aegislash is having a pretty good early game. Aegislash do be having a pretty good early game here. Second neutral's up. Ooh, Don with a lot of damage. Nice. Don did a lot of damage. You can see a little bit of pressure in the mid now. That's like when the mid farm starts coming up. I guess it's just right at the 9 minutes. The mid farm starts coming up. And they're actually rotating up and roaming a lot. And that's what I think you're going to see a lot of on this map. I think you're going to see a lot of free-flowing roaming, tanks roaming, damage dealers, speedsters roaming. I mean, you have Don from bottom lane rotating all the way up to top lane just to roam into this lane and get pretty crazy. I think that's also Icy Wind, which is really nice. The Icy Wind buff, I've played it once this patch. I'm not exactly sure. Felt pretty good. I mean, Icy Wind was always like very bursty to begin with, and you don't have to really rely on like resource management too much because I feel like you just always have max shards whenever you play that build, so it's pretty good. Nice. Blissey chasing down the Aegislash. So they're definitely in a pretty good position right now. They're pushing forward and they can just, you know, like bump them off the goal there. Ooh, LOUCHE with the eject play, getting in there. Okay, nice. Ooh, triple axle. I love triple axle. I've played one game of jungle triple axle Serena this season, and first and foremost, I don't even think Stomp is bad. I've played it as well. It felt okay, but triple axle feels amazing, and then you can jungle it. You don't have to worry about attack weight. Like, it feels, I don't know. I think that there could be something there, at least for solo queue, right? Like solo queue, you can just pop off with Serena. In general, I think that high mobility characters and characters that have like good health pools, like Serena and just all rounders in general, I think do really, really well in this map because they tend to have mobility and they're tanky, so they can kind of overextend a little bit and get away with it. Okay, so a little bit of fighting in the center. We didn't quite see the like 8-minute fight over the birds, or like the Altarias, but they're just kind of like trading lanes a little bit. They're debating on whether or not they want to break this. The thing about this map is I don't actually know if you hold the towers. You can, because it's the same concept, right? Like you don't want to give them turn in, but keeping like score tempo on this map feels really, really important. So definitely something to think about. That you could probably still hold it and just farm out the waves, or like farm out the farm that whenever it spawns. We'll see. Dawn doing lots of damage, has lots of support. Aegis / not able to stay alive, but they're in the bottom lane, so they might be trading out Regieyes for Regieleki. You can see KRASHYS, the right side team, the orange side team has 3 people in top lane, so they're going to be pushing out that tower. So again, just like looking to trade a lot, right? They can bully off this tower, though. They're going to get a good overdunk, which is nice. They have 33 on 2 of the EEVEes, so they're going to get that overcap. So that's really good overcap. And the thing with Regieleki is that Regieleki, I feel like in order to go for it, you could flip it, but it does kind of like a decent amount of damage and has like a little bit of fight mechanics that it's a little dangerous to just like full rip it. Okay, we have a Serena going in. There's some Unite moves. It's nice. Really coordinated, really nice fight. So they're getting it all. They're getting it all. Really interesting thought I just had. I really wonder if playing Hoop on this map, insta-ripping bottom lane Reggie and then just insta-rotating, like a really quick rotating up to Regieleki while keeping someone in top lane to like poke at the Regieleki. Like someone like a Mew, if you're solar beam poking at the players, trying not to hit the Regieleki just to push them off to like force them to take damage, and then porting everybody top with a Hoopa, could be really an interesting way of getting bottom lane Reggie and top lane Reggie. But we'll see. Ooh, Dawn's taking a little bit of damage, but that push is just so strong. An actual coordinated push with Regieleki, I don't even know if it's stoppable. I really don't have an opinion on that. But the triple EEVEE comp coming in like hard and fast, man. Oh, look at that. LOUCHE popping the Unite move. So they're just going in. They're going to get this in for sure. They just dump it in. That might have been a good overcap. I didn't actually see what it was. That might have been like a 39 overcap or at least like a 20 overcap. It's hard to say. I mean, then again, it could have been like a 15 overcap. I don't know. But 314 to 104. That really, really solid tempo at this point. And that's the thing with this map. Look at the map. The entire map is lit up because that push takes time. And like farming experience and ultra min-maxing experience on this map doesn't feel nearly as necessary anymore. You can invade and steal experience. You can get mid experience. You can get bot experience, jungle experience. Like it's actually crazy how I feel like farming actually kind of matters less in the mid game, and keeping tempo and really focusing on score is what matters more. Like going for the extra Altaria camp in the middle of the map is great, but not at the expense of giving up like 40 points in a lane. Huge team fight at the 4-minute mark, or just near the 4-minute mark. Everybody wants to dump out these Unite moves if they can. But GZ, the thing is that they have so much healing, right? They have soft boiled and they have power swap. So Mime actually doing like good healing now is like a little bit dangerous, and this is just like map domination, right? They're in bottom lane, they get the Reggie, they can rotate top lane. You know, it's going to take me a little bit of time. It's going to take me time to remember what all the Reggies do, not going to lie. First of all, I think that one was Reggie Rock, but that's the thing. I think that the bottom lane Reggies are so inconsequential. Like it's good, right? It's a buff, but it's not even like global experience, and that's what made Dreadnought so strong, was like the global experience. Ooh, LOUCHE going in with the Unite move. I like that. They can get really, really aggressive here, and they can just shove them out entirely. They do lose a little bit of a point trade in bottom lane, but it's 19 points, and that's the thing. Like, I think that this map, I mean, it was the same way with Remote Stadium, but I think that this map is actually snowball heavy. Like, it's, you want to get the lead, and then you want to do everything as a team. Like, the sooner you can start roaming and getting grouped up and taking advantage of player numbers, the better. So they're actually pushing this in 316. I mean, there's time, right? Like they can just use this to waste a lot of time. Oh my gosh, the Cinder died instantly. Joe uses a Unite move, so he's got, you know, a minute to put the Unite move in there. Just, oh my gosh, this is surprisingly enough, this is crazy, like how they're stomping. But I mean, they've gotten everything, and they have tempo, and they're almost putting themselves in a position where Rayquaza might not matter. Like, it may not matter, because like if they have like a 500-point lead, it's not like Zapdos where you can just score 500. Like you're post Rayquaza, you're probably never gonna get 500 points in. Like I don't think that'll ever, like I don't want to say ever, but it'll probably rarely happen where a team gets Rayquaza and then scores 500 points. It's just hard. You actually want to fight the people after Rayquaza and like knock out as many of those shields as possible. So, well, orange side team is getting a little bit of rebuttal in, so that's some good catch-up experience, but the map is so big that even finding kills like in the center line of the map, if there's not like a tier 1 goal up, it's like hard to do anything with. But they actually have some numbers advantage. Never mind. Not really. I think you know, Joe was able, sorry, I couldn't read the name. I forget who was on who. Joe was able to get another Unite move. He farmed it back and then pops it there, and then they knock out 4 players. The question is, do they just go ahead and rip Reggie or Rayquaza? Yeah, they're just gonna go ahead and rip Rayquaza. I don't know if the Cinder has Unite move. I haven't seen it. Oh my god, they killed that so fast. That might be a concern for this map. If I'm being honest, that could be a bit of a concern for this map, is how fast Rayquaza dies, because it is going to be important for like a bigger map for people to have to try to get there, and then you don't have vision on it anymore because you have to have vision, like you have to have like bodies there to have vision. So ground 0 with kind of a big stomp, they don't even get all their scores, and you can see Don wasn't even able to score, and that's the thing. Rayquaza is definitely like Zapdos 1.5, but it's like the nerf that Zapdos needed. I do think that maybe it dies too fast, but we'll have to see in time, right? Like we'll see once teams start playing if there's ever like a rip meta or like a flip comp, and like, you know what I mean? Like we'll see what kind of develops with players and the strategies that they're pulling off. But a super solid performance. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the triple Eevees. Like, I think the Eevees are great. Sylveon's great. Espeon just got buffed. Glaceon is amazing. Super strong jungler Espeon. And then you have broken Mime, and Blissey got like healing nerfs, but like who cares, right? Like that's not even like what was super strong about Blissey. I mean, it was good, but that's not even what was like broken about Blissey. So, oh my gosh, the score is literally like, the score is so big that it's not even fitting on their like tournament overlay. it's like spilling under the overlay and spilling over the timing overlay that's built into the game. So crazy performance, big stomp. GZ kind of showing up with a really unique comp. I like it. Like I said, I don't know if this is something that'll last long term, but pretty fun to watch. Luce just be dancing. Like I said, big shout outs to Ground Zero for hosting this kind of a league. It just keeps the game fun, gives us something to watch, gives the OC region something to play for, their community something to play for, and then big shout outs to my boy Luche for tossing me this my way so I can take a look at it. So really fun to watch. The Theia Sky Ruins, I think, is going to be incredibly fun for competitive. I'm really looking forward to the future of this map competitively, to see how the strategies develop, and I think a lot could be viable on it. So big scores, big damage, big game. Friends, thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, drop a like in the video, comment, let me know what you're thinking about the comp, about the way the map plays out, about competitive for Pokemon Unite. 186,000 damage, oh my god. As always, you should be kind of one of them. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.